Here are the top 3 highest fiber meals out of all of the recipes I analyzed last week. Coming in at number 3.
Have you tried grabbing your slow cooker and adding onion, 4 cloves of garlic, 600 grams of chicken breast, plenty smoked paprika, oh yeah baby, teaspoon Dijon mustard, 2 tablespoons tomato puree, 50 grams of plain flour, salt and pepper, 250 mils of chicken stock, give that a wee twirl, and finally 400 grams of mushrooms.
I have not tried this, but I have analyzed the nutrition, and wow.
Give them another mix. Cook that on high for 2.5 hours. Don't cook it any longer, otherwise your chicken will dry out. This is what you'll end up with. Add in creme fraiche or sour cream. Give them a mix. Fresh parsley, lovely. Serve them up on some mash and look at that. This one's a cracker, folks.
And per serving, including the mashed potatoes, you are getting 43 grams of protein, 9 grams of fiber, over 100% daily value for vitamin B3, vitamin B6, and iron, over 3/4 of the daily value for vitamin B2, vitamin B5, and copper, 60% daily value of potassium, half the daily value for vitamin A, 40-ish% daily value for vitamin C and zinc, and about 1/3 of the daily value for vitamin B1 and magnesium. A huge amount of nutrition for only about 500 calories. Which is why when you crunch the numbers and calculate nutrient density, you end up with a Nutrivore score for this slow cooker chicken and mushrooms with mashed potatoes of 444. To put that number into perspective, any food with a Nutrivore score higher than about 150 is contributing more nutrients than calories to our overall diet, and this meal is triple that threshold. Coming in at number 2.
I don't know why I'm like this, but for dinner, I have to eat something different every day or I feel like I'm gonna freak out. But for breakfast, I have to eat the same thing every day for so many days in a row that I get so sick of it, I never wanna look at it again.
I am exactly the same way. I go on kicks for breakfast and lunch and want the same thing for 2 or 3 months straight, but always like to mix up dinner.
And since I'm fiber matching these days, these chocolate cherry chia pudding parfaits, say that 5 times fast.
I'm gonna skip the saying it 5 times fast, but this looks like a delicious breakfast, and I did a full nutritional analysis on it, so I can also tell you how nutrient dense it is.
Are the most recent breakfast that I probably will get sick of eventually, but they're so good that I am not there yet. When I've got a fridge full of these bad boys, I am unstoppable.
And per serving, you are getting 18 grams of protein and 12 grams of fiber. About half the daily value for vitamin B2, calcium, and iron. About 1/3 of the daily value for magnesium, about 1/4 of the daily value for zinc, and about 1/5 of the daily value for vitamin B1, vitamin B5, and potassium. It's a great amount of nutrition for about 400 calories, which is why when you crunch the numbers and calculate nutrient density, you end up with a Nutrivore score for this chocolate cherry chia pudding parfait of 291. To put that number into perspective, any food with a Nutrivore score higher than about 150 is contributing more nutrients than calories to our overall diet. So what a great way to start the day with about double that threshold. And the top highest fiber meal out of all of the recipes I analyzed last week, finally, a dense bean salad.
I have my master's in nutrition, and this is my favorite way to eat more veggies. Welcome back to Healthy Recipes for Lazy Bitches, where I make healthy eating not suck. What a concept, I know. Today we are meal prepping one of my favorite scoopable salads,
which I did a full nutritional analysis on.
Also, if you're a lazy bitch and you don't have a veggie chopper, what are you doing?
I don't have one. Maybe I need one though.
To our veggie chopper today, we are adding cucumber, red bell pepper, and a shallot. I just heated up 2 bags of frozen corn on the stove a little bit ago, and then I let it sit in the fridge, so this is nice and cold now. This is fire roasted corn. It's so good. 1 can of black beans. Then we're gonna add our veggies. Any cheese you want. My favorite is feta cheese. I literally have it with everything. Then we're gonna add in some light mayonnaise. Now, if you're not a mayonnaise person, you could sub this out for plain Greek yogurt. I just like the flavor this adds with the corn. The juice of 1 lime. Then we add in a lot of salt, garlic powder, and some onion powder, a little bit of chili powder as well. And then I was just gonna say, I also add avocado to this, but when I'm meal prepping it, I add it before I eat it so it doesn't get brown. And I already cut up my avocados. So this is also a great appetizer for like the holidays or something. And my favorite way to eat this is with tortilla chips. I'm just a firm believer that if you could dip a chip or a cracker into it, it's gonna taste better.
And including the tortilla chips in my nutritional analysis, per serving, you are getting 23 grams of protein and 21 grams of fiber. That's enough fiber that if you're not used to eating that much, you might want to stick with like half a serving or a quarter of a serving to start with. Also, over 100% daily value for vitamin A and vitamin C, 81% daily value for vitamin B6, around half of the daily value for vitamin B2, vitamin B5, iron, magnesium, and zinc, 42% of the daily value of potassium, and around a third of the daily value for vitamin B1, vitamin B3, vitamin E, and calcium. Even including the tortilla chips, this is a fantastic amount of nutrition for about 650 calories, which is why when you crunch the numbers and calculate nutrient density, you end up with a Nutrivore score for this scoopable salad of 309. To put that number into perspective, any food with a Nutrivore score higher than about 150 is contributing more nutrients than calories to our overall diets. And this recipe is about double that threshold. If you see any recipes you'd like me to analyze, feel free to tag me in them, and you'd probably really enjoy my free weekly newsletter over on Substack. And if you'd like to support my work, come join my Patreon, which gets tons of exclusive resources, including a monthly ebook and a weekly podcast.